Heir, murders in the hair. Get it? Yes. Well, as I was saying, I was very flattered when Mr. St. John contacted me and asked me to direct his placement and production. Well, actually, it was a work in progress, and he made changes and rewrites throughout the rehearsal period. Though it was very exciting to be part of the brand newest work, to tell the truth, it put quite the strain on me, the playwright and the cast.
You got that right.
Hush, Travis. Actors should be unseen and unheard until the curtain opens. Sorry about that. Anyways, as I was saying, the play isn't quite finished. Oh, don't worry, we're going to go on. The show must go on, as someone once said. I don't know who said it, but I'd love to get my hands around his neck. Anyway, you see, as I was saying, the show isn't quite finished. You see, it's a murder mystery, and most of the characters have great motives to kill. Well, you'll see who. The thing is, Mr. St. John couldn't make up his mind which character should be the killer. In fact, he wrote several different endings in which the various suspects were revealed to be the murderer, who performed wrong for him. He still couldn't decide. As he got closer and closer to the opening night, potentially the Heir, that's A-I-R, grew so big he could cut it open with a knife. It got so bad, Mr. St. John had sure what to do to be a temporary breakdown. The reason he's not here with us tonight is because he's presently under heavy sedation in a very nice place with soft walls and lots of padding. Some people have all the luck. The casting crew and I are here, though, and we are determined to provide an entertaining show for you, even if it kills us. That's just a figure of speech, of course. That brings me to my main of my being here, to announce that you're going to have to help us. If you look in your programs, you see we've inserted a loose slip of paper, a ballot of sorts. As you watch the first act, you'll discover which characters have a motive to murder someone and a character who will be dead by the time the act ends. During intermission, we'll need you to check your ballot which character you think is most likely to be the killer. Give your ballot to one of the ushers before you take a break for intermission. We'll tally them quickly, and for the second act, the cast and I will perform the scene Mr. St. John wrote that has this character the majority of you chose as the murderer. At least we hope that's what will happen. It got very confusing during rehearsals.
It's a wonder we didn't kill the playwright.
Quiet! Look, we might as well get started. I saved myself a seat there in the front row, where I can follow the script, just in case things get a little shaky. Which they won't, but just in case. Are you ready, cast?
As ready as we're gonna be.
Then let's do it. Places, lights.
Then go back to the kitchen and help Minerva with the rest of the refreshments.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Starkweather wishes to have everyone present in the drawing room at 8 o'clock sharp. I'll have Spencer Hurst fetch the guests from the rooms.
Mr. Quaver will be ready. I'm coming, Mr. Quaver. I done got all the cars parked in the garage like you told me.
As I told you. Oh, why waste my breath? You're dripping water all over the foyer. Why did you enter through the front door, Rufus?
I reckon
I've told you a million times that servants never enter through the front door.
I forgot, Mr. Bensonhurst. Besides, it's raining out there.
I am aware of that. It now looks as if it has been raining in here as well, thanks to you.
You're welcome.
Go back out the way you came and maneuver yourself around to the back door. Do you think you can manage that?
Well, I don't know, but I suppose we're gonna find out.
When the final guest, young Mr. Simon, arrives, I'll summon you so you may park his car for him.
Oh, good. Wanna wait? I'll sit by the stove and see if I can grow gills.
Don't be impertinent.
How can I? I don't even know what it means.
Just do as you're told. Go to the kitchen and wait there until I call for you. Not that way. Have you forgotten already that I told you to go around to the back door?
Nope, but I was hoping you had.
That man is an idiot.
I heard that.
Where do you want me to put this one, Minerva?
On the coffee table. Careful with it.
I think everything is all ready.
You think wrong. Place the cups on the saucer so all we have to do is pour the coffee.
Yes, ma'am.
Miss Van Zandt informed me that Mr. Starkweather wishes for the servants to be present as well.
He wants the servants here?
Precisely, even Rufus. Had I been informed of that fact sooner, I would have ordered him to take a bath. He has been out in the rain parking cars, so perhaps that will help.
If you ask me, no sled went out.
Be that as it may, I shall summon him and Mrs. Trent.
Why does Mr. Starkweather want the servants here?
I'll pull out my crystal ball and let you know. Do you remember what I told you when you first came to work here?
Yes, ma'am. Do as you're told and don't ask any questions.
Exactly. Stick to that.
I will, Minerva.
Oh dear, I never know what to wear on such special occasions. I suppose Uncle Simon's here inviting us is a special occasion, isn't it, Jordan?
I suppose so, but most of the time, he treats us like lepers.
You think Uncle Simon treats us like jungle cats?
Not leopards, Mother, lepers. Don't worry, Mother, you look fine.
Thank you, son.
I tell you, if we ever inherit this mausoleum, the first thing we'll do is call up the attendant and let him know it's in the market.
Counting chickens, are we?
Minerva, consider you and your attractive young helper there.
Nancy is a nice girl. I mean for her to stay that way.
I'm sure I don't know what you mean.
I doubt that.
I don't understand.
I believe that. Luciana, why don't you have a seat and I'll bring you a cup of coffee?
Coffee? That sounds delicious. It's a little damp in here.
That's because it's a lot damp out there. How do you take your coffee?
100% is black. I like mine sweet. I'll flavor it myself.
Whatever.
You're looking very pretty tonight, Nancy.
Thank you, sir.
Sir, that must be oldest friend Uncle Simon. Call me Jordan.
She'll call you Mr. Starkweather, the way a proper maid should. If anyone else calls you another name, it'll be me, and you don't want to know which one I'm thinking.
Minerva, you never change.
Not as you. More as a pig. Now take a seat next to your mother.
Yes, Drill Sergeant.
Kathy, darling.
My goodness,
Kathy, darling. I don't know how long he's been living out here in the boonies, away from fine restaurants, movies, and shopping centers. Why, I just want the best to just sit down and weep.
It's not that bad, Paula. I stay here during the week and go to my apartment in town most weekends.
I'm so relieved to hear that.
I worked for a large corporation before Mr. Starkweather hired me to be his personal secretary. And believe me, this position is much nicer.
Look what we have here. 2 bright rays of sunshine to dispel the gloom. You look beautiful, ladies.
I swear, Cousin Jordan, you're evoking a charmer.
I do my best. Won't you join us?
Have a seat over there. You'll be safer. We'll bring you some coffee.
Thank you, Minerva. I take mine black.
Oh my God, lots of human shaky sugar. I must admit, I have an enormous weight too.
Maybe that's what causes that foreign sort of accent.
How are you this evening, Cousin Fiona?
What? Oh, I'm very well. Thank you, Paula.
That show's peachy. I swear, I don't know why we don't see more of one another. It seems like the only time we get together is someone's funeral.
Aren't all funerals for somebody?
Don't be worried, Cousin Jordan. I'm glad this week sends an exception to that rule. For once, nobody's dead.
So far, anyway.
Oh, that's okay, honey. You're sorry.
What did you mean by that remark, Jordan?
Oh, nothing. It's just that when you called to tell us that Colonel someone and Mother me to come to Starkweather Mansion for the weekend, I assumed you were going to say he had passed on.
You wish.
I haven't started to pack my new black dress.
It was a natural assumption. I mean, he's getting up in years and in bad health. I'm relieved to find the little boy still with us, of course.
Kathy, darling, I bet you don't like being on the sound of the sound of presents a beautiful evening. Come on, tell.
Miss Van Zandt will get into the particulars, but I believe Mr. Starkweather wishes to discuss his will.
Really?
I'd appreciate it if you didn't drool on the hors d'oeuvres.
Why, you misjudged me, Minerva. I was surprised.
Uh-huh.
Who's Mr. Simon? Shouldn't he be here too?
When I contacted him last week, he said he could make it, but apparently he's going to be late. And if he tried calling here today, he couldn't get through. The phone lines are down.
We're gonna talk about the will. He should be here. After all, he's been Uncle Simon's only grandchild.
Yeah, he'll probably get everything.
Excuse me a minute, folks. I hate to interrupt. You guys are doing really great. You really are. Folks, I suggested to Mr. St. John that these family relationships might be a bit confusing. He agreed and was going to write a scene that explained everything. When he was working on it, he kind of snapped, like a rubber band. So I'll just tell you. I think the family tree might be in your program too. Here's the way it works. Simon Starkweather, the old billionaire, whom you'll meet shortly, married late in life and produced one son, Simon Jr. Simon Jr. in turn married and produced one heir, Simon III, the college student who's late for the gathering. The original Mrs. Starkweather, Simon II, and his wife are now deceased. Old Simon's eldest brother, Paul, had a daughter, Bella, who married Lucien Thompson, an Atlanta businessman, and they produced a daughter, Paula. Here, Paul, his wife, Bella, and Lucien are now deceased. Old Simon's younger brother, John, married and produced Ezra, who married Fiona here, and they had Jordan. This is Jordan. But you know that already. Anyway, John, his wife, and Ezra are now deceased. I realize that's a lot of dead people, but if they had been included in the play too, the stage would have looked like a marching band had wandered through. It was hard enough, trust me, it was hard enough moving everyone about the stage, as it was at any rate. Old Simon is Fiona's uncle by marriage, and is Jordan and Paula's great uncle. That makes Jordan and Paula's second or third cousins. I guess. I don't really understand how that works. I hope that clears things up for you. Sorry for the interruption. Carry on.
We don't have the foggiest notion where we are.
I'm not even sure where I am anymore.
Sorry. Oh yes, resume with Clarisi and Rain's entries. Izzy,
Huh?
give them their entrance cue.
What is it?
He'll probably get everything.
Who will?
Your cousin Simon.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got it. Yeah, and he'll probably get everything.
I'm very pleased with your investigation. I'll be glad to recommend you to my other clients.
Just doing my job, Miss Van Zandt.
Good evening, everyone.
I know we haven't met yet, but I've got a pretty good idea of who you all are. Mrs. Starkweather and her son Jordan, right?
That's right.
Mr. Davis. Call me Mike.
From what Miss Van Zandt just said, I assume you must be some sort of investigator?
You got it, pal. The private kind.
I see.
Who is this lovely man here?
He's a detective, Mother.
A detective? You knew Jessica Fletcher.
No, ma'am. She's way out of my league. I do know who you two ladies must be, though.
Who'll be a found investigator? I was a 5 feet dinner.
That actually settles it. You're Paula Thompson?
You're 100% correct. I can't deny I'm from the deep south.
If you came any deeper south, you live in Central America.
That leaves you to be Captain Collins. It's nice knowing you in person.
Me too, Mike. Mike and I have corresponded for some time by mail and fax on Mr. Starkweather's behalf.
Is this he taken? No? I'll work to you then.
And I expect you to remain unobtrusive.
I sure will. As soon as I find a dictionary to look it up.
Just sit over there by the fire and keep quiet.
By the fire? Glad to. My backside's still kind of soggy.
Keep an eye on him.
I shall do my best.
If all is in readiness, Miss Van Zandt, I shall inform Mr. Starkweather.
Yes, thank you, Bensonhurst.
There's coffee if anyone wants some.
I could use some Minerva.
How do you take it?
In a cup!
Black, please.
Keep still.
Miss Vincent, I understand Philip Simon has asked us here to talk about his will.
That is correct. Frankly, I do not think it was a good idea. Mr. Starkweather's house is precautious at best and he doesn't need the excitement. I advised him to communicate with you all by mail, but he insisted on summoning you all to the Starkweather mansion. I only hope he doesn't live to regret that decision.
Miss Withers is bringing Mr. Starkweather in to join us.
Can I move now? Here you are, Miss Starkweather.
Go, Father. I will be right here if you need me.
I think I was once surrounded by prejudice. In my world, I shrunk to this handful of relatives and a meager staff of hired help. Simon, where's my grandson?
We presume he's on his way, Mr. Starkweather.
Can't wait for him. Not enough time anymore.
Why, you're looking well, good Uncle Simon.
You blind boy? That was too loud.
I was only making pleasantries, Uncle.
Save your breath. You've always been a smooth talker. That doesn't cut me right with me. You're nothing but a greedy, opportunistic boy. I already know. I was once like you in my age.
And I guess it runs in the family.
You have a point. Well, Fiona, you look the same.
I do? Why, thank you, Uncle Simon.
It wasn't necessarily meant as a compliment.
Uncle Simon, you're awful.
At my age and my money, I can afford to say exactly what I think, and I do. And how is my little Georgia Peach?
Little me, I heard those peachy, Uncle.
I mean, barf. Would you care for some coffee, Mr. Starkweather?
You must have empty. The caffeine will keep him awake, and it could affect his blood pressure. Sometimes his medication starts to run a little high.
Apparently, I won't be having any nervous during my secret.
Yes, sir.
Everyone aspires to live to a ripe old age. And for what? To be kept alive by medicines and machines? To be prevented from enjoying so much of life's little pleasures? With a cup of coffee?
You mustn't excite yourself, Mr. Clever.
You see, mine are not feeling any strong emotions.
That's a bummer.
Ah, you put it very succinctly, Rufus. Old age is a bummer. I could have searched my vocabulary extensively and never come up with such an apt description of bummer.
Glad you like it.
According to my doctors, I won't have to remain in prison with Rico's body and bone. And one thing I hate to leave behind, my money.
You know what they say, Uncle? You can't take it with you.
Yes, that's what they say for several years ago. I had Lewis here draw out my will. I suppose you'd like to know how to write it in my hands.
I hope one of it. I'm just a tip to the kids.
Seems to be, huh?
I was afraid something like this will happen. Here, Mr. Clever. Breathe deeply. See what you've done? Me? I didn't. Should somebody call an ambulance?
We can't. The phones are dead.
It is all right. He just lost his breath. He just needed to breathe pure oxygen for a few moments.
Tell them.
Very well. This is the will Mrs. Starkweather was referring to. As you know, he's been a phenomenally successful businessman for many years.
I'd say he's been on the cover of Forbes magazine at least a dozen times.
I never read it.
He has the distinction of becoming one of the world's first billionaires.
20 years ago, I begged my dear Ezra to ask Uncle Simon on his business investments, but he was too proud.
Yeah, Dad had his pride. Lots of pride. Very little money.
It essentially bequeathed $1 million each to his household staff. They are Benson Hurst, his butler, Minerva Walker, his cook, Mrs. Trent, his housekeeper, Nancy Pollard, his maid, Rufus Jones, his handyman. Yeah.
If I'd known that, I would have asked for a raise.
Oh, Mr. Starkweather, I had no idea.
Now that I've informed you of the will's contents, I have another announcement to make. As of tomorrow, this will becomes invalid.
What?
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 What? What does invalid mean?
It means no good.
I got a brother that's invalid.
Miss Van Zant, we're not going to get the money, you fool.
Oh, I guess I won't be buying that big screen TV I was thinking about after all.
Sit. You too, Ron.
Why did you decide to take the hair of this, Uncle?
Found a better use for my money. That's right. Oh, and I didn't cut you out entirely. All of you in the old world are getting $50,000 each.
50,000 out of 50 billion?
Lois advised me it would be a good idea to do a little something. That way, you'll be less likely to be able to contest my new will.
New will?
Yes, that's why I asked Kathy to I started with the mansion this weekend. So I put up nice and legal for my signature. Mr. Davis has a discerned party to witness the signing. Lois will file it at close on Monday.
Mr. Davis is a detective. What did you hire him to do?
Mr. Starkweather hired me to conduct an investigation on the quiet. Over the last 6 months, I've flown to a dozen or more foreign countries, checking out some of the world's most brilliant scientists. Some well-known, others who prefer to keep their experiments hush-hush. I succeeded in finding one in Belgium. Let's call him Dr. X, who agreed to help Mr. Starkweather do what he desires, which is to clone himself.
Oh my goodness! That's insane!
What nonsense!
You must be kidding.
It's immoral.
I don't understand.
Good. Glad I'm not the only one.
Wait, those bloods and skins you samples you had me to prepare, those ones you say will be examined by specialists?
They were sent specialists. Well, there's specialists in DNA.
I thought you tried to find a cure.
I was. Not a cure for my various alignments, but a cure for dying.
Cloning?
And I did find it.
Cloning.
Precisely. Through modern science, I shall live forever.
It's not right.
That's neither here or there. Other mortalities and petitions debate that question for decades to come. In the meantime, Dr. X will create a brand new unit. Sit down, ladies. A lot of you seem to be displeased. Not, I suspect, because of the moral question, but because of your change in fortune. Too bad cloning is very expensive, especially that the process of required must be done in absolute secrecy. But I will still have a sizable fortune left for the new me to inherit. No doubt I will be the first person on earth to become my own heir. Withers, my blood pressure.
Yes. If you excuse us, I need to take Mr. Clover blood pressure.
Why don't you take it right here?
Mr. Clover arms utter felt will take a reading from them. This is outside cuff, made to go around patient 5. He can stand the pressure from the outside cuff better there. Mr. Clover has had enough excitement for one evening. I shall put him to the bed.
I guess our meeting is concluded unless anyone has any questions.
I do. What the heck was that all about? It's simple, Rufus. Great Uncle Sam was going to leave us all a fortune, but he decided to change his mind. Instead, he decided to clone himself.
What does clone mean?
It means to take some cells from a person's body to create a duplicate of the original.
They can do that? That's great. But old Mr. Starkweather passes away. Maybe I can get a job with the new Mr. Starkweather.
The new Mr. Starkweather will have to be born and grow up. It goes against the laws of nature. How?
It has all been arranged. Once Dr. X has created a new life, the cells will be implanted into a host mother who will carry the child to term.
Host mother? Who?
Me! Why not? I'm young and healthy. I'll make a good mother for a little Simon.
How could you ever consider being part of this travesty?
I'll be well compensated. Besides, have you ever known anyone who's given birth to a baby billionaire? Uncle Simon's giving his money to a baby?
In a manner of speaking, yes.
The kid will look, think, and act like Simon Starkweather. He can conceivably parlay those billions into trillions by the time he's an old man.
It's not right. For what purpose? To leave it to another clone, then another and another? Where will it end? When there's a Simon Starkweather with enough money and power to rule the world?
We didn't discuss it, but you might well be right.
I can't believe you condone such madness.
Oh, I can see why she would. Miss Van Zant and the Collins girl live like billionaires themselves off Mr. Starkweather's money. Money that should have gone to us and his family. I guess you'll get rich too since you're part of the scheme.
Not me. I did the job I was paid to do. My part's over. I'll take a very generous check and go home. Frankly, I don't care if the boss's science fiction experiment works or not.
You should be ashamed. You should all be ashamed.
I believe you've made your feelings quite clear, ladies. If you and the other servants will join me, I wish to speak to all of you in the kitchen. We'll clear after you finish. I trust you'll ring if you require assistance.
Might be kind of nice to pitter-patter our little feet around the house.
Oh, shut up, Rufus.
Kathy and I will retire to my room. You might as well begin typing up the new will tonight. I'll teach you how to put everything in proper legal terms.
Sure, Lois. The sooner it's finished and signed, the better.
I'll go upstairs and pack. After I win this assignment tomorrow, there won't be any reason for me to hang around. Good night.
We were robbed.
We were?
Yes, Mother. Grandpa Simon dangled a fortune right in front of our noses, then snatched it away.
That was me!
Me? The man is a monster. This is the evil glint in his eye. He enjoyed pulling the rug right from under our feet.
At least we leave about 50,000.
To him, that's the one that tossing a dime to a beggar. And he's just doing it to keep us from contesting his new will. You heard him.
Yeah.
I wish you were dead. I wish the goat would drop dead tonight.
It would have him bites.
If Uncle Simon did die tonight, then we'd all get our money, wouldn't we? Maybe we should play a game of bridge.
A penny for your thoughts.
Jordan! Mr. Starkweather,
It's Jordan, remember? At least when Minerva the Dragon Lady isn't around.
I thought everyone had gone to bed.
I was gonna turn in, but I got the urge for a midnight snack.
I'll fix you something up right away.
No need. What are you doing out?
Mrs. Trent sent me here to make sure the screen doors were closed.
And burn Starkwood ran to the ground? You know, that doesn't seem like a bad idea.
You shouldn't talk like that. You know Mr. Starkweather is invalid. How could he?
You read my mind.
Jordan!
Ah, got you to call by my first name.
You shouldn't talk like that. You mustn't suggest such a thing. It's wicked.
Why should that surprise you? Everyone knows I'm the black sheep in the family. If I'm tonight, you'd have millions, and I've had billions. Think of all the right times we could have together.
Don't.
It's a tempting thought, admit it.
It's not. It's wicked.
Which part? Getting the money or you and me together?
The part about the money.
What about us?
Nancy, I thought you were going to help me with the dishes.
I was checking the French doors to make sure they were closed so that no sparks would get out.
I see. And what are you doing here?
I came down for a little snack when I saw Nancy. I stopped for a little chat.
That appetite of yours is going to get you in trouble one of these days.
Minerva, what are you doing with that knife?
Mincing onions.
At midnight?
I can't stand to have anyone see me cry. I thought I heard something and I came to check. If you're hungry, come with me and I'll find you something.
Yes, Minerva. Anything you say, Minerva.
Finish checking, then come give me a hand.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on.
Rufus, I thought I heard someone come in.
It was just me.
So I see. Good grief, man. What are you doing with that axe?
It's like this. I remember chopping wood for this fire this afternoon before it started raining. But I didn't put the axe away in the shed. I forgot. I've been dismembering things a lot lately. When it comes to me where I left it, I figured I'd better bring it inside so it don't rust.
So I see. But why did you bring it into the living room? Wait. Go to the kitchen and have Miss Trent give you a towel to dry it off.
I ain't wet. It quit raining.
I know that. To dry the axe.
Oh, right.
The back door. If that man had brain, he'd be dangerous.
I heard that.
A penny for your thoughts.
Jordan! I just came down for a breath of fresh air. What are you doing up this late?
Munchies, want a cookie?
No thanks.
So, do you, Miss Van Zandt, finish the new will?
Yeah, except for Mr. Starkweather's signature. I see you calm down. I wouldn't blame you if you hated me.
Why should I hate you? I'd make the same deal if I were in your shoes.
I'm sure you would, Jordan.
Minerva was right. Being the motherless son would be the next best thing owning billions yourself. Aren't you forgetting something, though?
What?
Little tycoon your dad, too. Somebody got him molded the perfect replica of Critical Simon.
You
A
think
heartless,
so?
money-making machine.
You think so?
I know so. Who would be a better father figure than I? You're a very attractive woman, Kathy. We can make this with pleasure.
Get your crummy hands off me.
What?
You're getting cookie crumbs on my blouse. And by the way, forget. If I decide little Simon needs a father after he's born, I'll pick a suitable husband next. I don't know who he'll be, but I'm sure he won't be a sleazy, money-hungry slyball like you, Jordan.
I could kill you, witch!
I wouldn't try that if I were you. Now with the detective in the house.
Are you finished in here yet? I need to make sure everything's all right. Well, hurry up, girl. Minerva wants you in the kitchen. Yes, ma'am. Someone left the French doors open. I'll close them. Miss Thompson. Miss Thompson.
Mrs. Trent, you came here fight.
I suppose I should be grateful you didn't just shoot me. What on earth are you doing roaming the house in the middle of the night with a gun in your hand?
Well, don't worry, I know how to handle a gun. I couldn't sleep, so I thought I'd use some oil from the kitchen.
I doubt you find anything you need in there unless you want to rub that thing with Crisco. Do you often carry that thing around with you?
I think it everywhere I go. Dad taught me how to be a crack shot when I was 12. I go can't be too careful.
I don't think you have anything to worry about at Starkweather Mansion. It's miles from the nearest town. No one ever comes out this way.
You never had a burglary or a fire?
No.
You know, since the sound is so thick, you know, it's a wonder somebody hasn't tried to steal something. With his bedroom on the ground floor, anybody could just break in those French doors and walk into his room and do who knows what.
Like shoot him?
Well, it could happen, is that what the thought is. In his condition, how can he defend himself?
He could stick nurse withers on them. I suppose that should frighten away any intruders.
Oh, you're just awful. But you know what? I wouldn't want to tangle with the women. Where does she sleep?
In the room beyond Mr. Starkweather, so she can hear him if he rings for her in the night.
Let's see. If I remember correctly, my mama brought me here once when I was a little girl. That room used to be a library, and the room beyond it was a parlor. Am I right?
That's correct. When Mr. Starkweather became too ill to go up and down the stairs, the library was converted into a bedroom for him, and Withers took the parlor.
So they're the only ones to sleep downstairs?
Yes, the servant quarters are in the attic, under the eaves. We have our own staircase to the kitchen. Why do you ask?
Oh, just curious.
You know,
Excuse me, folks. I thought that little section of dialogue was a bit confusing, and I asked Mr. St. John why he cut it, but he said, "What do you want me to do? Put a picture of Starkweather mentioned in the programs?" Which I thought was kind of rude. But he insisted I leave the dialogue in, but I did. But it's a bad piece of writing, and I wanted to let you know I tried to correct it. Sorry for the interruption. Continue.
I want you to know that if you do that again, you're gonna have to bring that script up on the stage and play Mrs. Trent yourself.
Geez, sorry.
That was great. I'm just younger. Were we?
So you're curious about the layout of the house, are you?
Yeah, I was just curious.
You know what they say, curiosity killed the cat.
Yes, well, if you'll excuse me.
Miss Starkweather,
Don't get hurt. You're like frightening me to death.
my apologies, madam. Might I ask what kind of pills you've just thrown about the room?
Digitalis for my heart. I have a heart condition.
Digitalis. Doesn't that speed up one's heart rate?
Yes, my little heart's just pumping away.
Well, maybe you should only take one. I assume an overdose could be fatal.
Extremely fatal. Or am I being redundant? I suppose fatal is fatal, just like dead is dead. Don't you agree?
Completely. One cannot be more dead than someone else. Dead longer, perhaps, but that is the only comparison for the word that comes to mind. Might I inquire why you brought the pills into the living room?
Why? That's a very good question. Why did I bring them down here? Oh, I remember. I was going to show them to Miss Withers and see if she had any extra manufacturer samples. With her medical connections, you know?
But it looks as if your bottle was full already.
It was, but it never hurts to plan ahead.
So I see. Well, I guess we'd best pick them up.
Can I ask you something?
Be my guest.
Why are you carrying a wrench?
A wrench? Well, you see, I have to remember Miss Withers. She mentioned she thought the valve on the gas heater in Mr. Starkweather's bedroom was a little loose. I thought I'd give it an extra turn or two.
My, where would Uncle Simon be without you? With that gas escaping in his room.
Well, he best.
Here, let's pick up the pills. I feel like a pigeon pecking popcorn.
You missed one there.
Where?
Beside your left kneecap. Left kneecap.
Got it.
Oh, Mrs. Starkweather, what are you doing at Flo's busy hurts?
Picking up my spilled pills.
Oh.
I assume Mr. Starkweather has required an injection. Is there a problem?
Not that I can handle. His lungs seem to be somewhat congested, so I took him from his bed and set it back to his wheelchair. And then I gave an injection of steroids for help open his bronchial passages.
My, where would Uncle Simon be without you?
Dad, with my help, his heart already stopped it beating long ago.
Speaking of which, wasn't there a question you had to ask Miss Withers, madam?
What's that?
The digitalis.
Oh, yes. I was wondering if you had any extra manufacturer samples of digitalis in them. I have a heart condition and like to keep a supply handy.
Your stents are unknown, don't they? I'm sorry, Mrs. Starkweather, but I'm fresh out with spare drugs. Your stents require every pill he's got to keep him going.
My, we must pick all of my pills. Will you help us, my dear?
I suppose.
Is this a private game or can anybody play?
Mr. Davis, we're picking up spilled pills.
Is that all? I thought you were holding a tiny little marble tournament. I'll pass.
There you go. Let me give you this, Mrs. Starkweather. I must return to my duties.
And here are mine.
Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
If you excuse me,
Miss Withers, how's the boss?
Bossy, he sent me for a pitcher of fresh drink water. If I don't come back in a minute, he gonna start ringing his hand bell for me.
I gather he rings for you a lot?
Cecily, when he stopped ringing his bell, I will know he kicked the bucket. So, excuse me.
Spoken like a true member of the medical profession. What's at the wrench, Bensers? Got any problems I can give you a hand with?
Thank you, sir, but no, it will wait. I, too, shall excuse myself.
Well,
You're kind of late, Mrs. Starkweather.
I couldn't sleep. How about you, Mr. Davis?
Oh, I'm a real night owl. Besides, I was hoping your Simon Starkweather would show up. Haven't met him yet.
Simon's a sweet boy. I do hope he's all right. I mean, with the storm and all.
He might have pulled off the road to let it pass. It's starting to cloud over again. We might be in for another deluge.
I hope not. I believe I'll go back to my bed and lie down.
Good night again, Mrs. Starkweather.
Good night, Mr. Davis.
Oh, you still here?
Yeah, just keeping an eye on things.
I see. Well, my patient.
You're up to Mr. Davis? Mm-hmm. And I'm not the only one. There seems to be more traffic passing through Starkweather Mansion at midnight than goes on Interstate at rush hour.
I guess we could have supposed that the announcement would have been there a sleepless night or two.
Between us, Ms. Van Zandt, this cloning business, how do you feel about it?
I'm a lawyer, Mr. Davis. I'm paid to think, not feel. Can he be cloned? There's no thing that the technology exists. Should he be cloned? Let's just say I wouldn't want to challenge nature by creating him as well as Van Zandt.
Me too. I'm a simple guy. I've got enough to deal with in my lifetime. The sooner we get to signing over and then I get back to the real world, the better.
It's signing's finished. The will's finished. She can sign it first thing in the morning.
The old boy's still awake. His nurse was in there a minute ago. Should I ring his bell for her?
And there's no reason he can't sign it now.
That's what I'm thinking. The people in this house are such a bunch of long-tailed cats in a room full of rocking chairs. I know I'll feel better once the boss's plan is a done deal.
What in the world?
The circuit breaker must have tripped.
But the storm passed hours ago.
I know. I don't like this. I don't like this at all. I'll go find Bensonhurst and have him show me where the main breaker is. So look at the tray.
It's all right, Mr. Starkweather. Mr. Starkweather?
Hello? Is anybody here? Benson, Miss Trent, Bensonhurst? Anybody?
Kathy, I think there's something wrong with Mr. Starkweather. I don't know where that nurse is.
Oh no, he hasn't signed the new will yet, has he?
No, perhaps he just fainted.
Mr. Starkweather! What happened? Someone struck me with a heavy object.
It's Mr. Starkweather. Help him.
I heard a scream!
He's dead. Someone put the blood pressure cuff around his neck and put it to the maximum 300 millimeters of mercury. Mr. Cuff has strangled to death.
Poor Mr. Starkweather. Who could have done such a thing?
Give me a break! I see you and nearly everyone else in this house are right up there on the top 10 list.
Me?
Hold it down! Let me check the body.
Wait, those drops on his robe. Is that blood?
I'm not sure.
What else could it be?
I'll handle it. I'm the detective, remember? What can you tell us, Miss Withers?
After I took Mr. Cuff a pitcher of water and make sure he's breathing all right, I went to my room and laid down across my bed. A few minutes later, the lights went out.
I noticed that too.
Hush!
Mr. Cuff started ringing his bell, and I was lighting a candle when someone struck me with a heavy object. I must blink out. When I came to, the lights were on, and this.
Yeah, we can take it from there.
You seem to be in charge, Mr. Davis. What do we do now?
We keep trying the phones until we get through to the cops. If the lines aren't up by the morning, someone will have to drive into town and report that there's been a murder at Starkweather Mansion.
Murder?
Maybe the old man did himself in. Or maybe not. Young Mr. Simon, you made it. And boy, what a surprise for you.
Wasn't that the most diabolical murder you ever saw? Don't you just love it, the way Missy St. John's mind works? It's no wonder he went bonkers. Now remember, first thing during intermission, we need you to check on your ballot which suspect you think murdered Simon Starkweather. The ushers will circulate in the lobby and think about in years ago, in case any of you don't need to go further in the water or anything. Well, see you in 15 minutes. Sorry, I was making sure that the cast knows what to do after they learn from the murder at this performance. Based on the counted ballots, there are a couple of things Mr. St. John intended to put in the second once he made up his mind who was the murderer, lines or actions that are inclusive
Dead? I can't believe Grandfather's dead.
Oh, he is, Cousin Simon. He's the deadest person I ever saw.
Funny you should say that. Bensonhurst and I were discussing the degrees of dead earlier, and
Mother, please.
And he was murdered?
There's no doubt about it. You saw the body.
Poor Grandfather. If I got here sooner, maybe.
How do we know you didn't get here sooner?
What?
Well, for all we know, he could have arrived 3 hours ago. Parked your car out of sight, slipped into the house, and killed the lead, took fruit, and killed Simon Starkweather.
That's ridiculous. Why would I kill him?
I'd say a $350 million fortune is a pretty good reason to knock somebody off. If Mr. Starkweather had signed that new will.
No, I didn't know about the new will. I wasn't here when Grandfather did that crazy cloning scheme you told me about.
It would have been easy enough to hide outside the French doors and eavesdrop on the conversation.
Why would I hide? I was expecting it. I told you what happened.
Tell me again.
All right. I had to creep at a snail's pace down the long country road. The rain was lashing out the windows so hard I could barely see. The wind was snapping branches off the trees, flinging them against the car. It was like driving through a hurricane. When I got to the wooden bridge that spans the stream which flows around the east gate, I had to stop. The stream had turned into a raging river, and it had torn the bridge to pieces. I remember it was a place about a mile from here where a tree had fallen across the stream years ago. I used to play on it when I was a kid. I found a dead tree and managed to walk across it, even though the rising water nearly covered the trunk. Apparently I got here just after Grandfather was murdered.
That's a good story, but it sounds reversed.
But it's the truth, I swear.
Maybe, but I'm still not crossing off my suspect list.
And who else do you have on that list, Mr. Davis?
Everyone in this house, except Miss Van Zandt and Miss Collins. They had a heck of a lot to gain if your grandfather had lived only a few more minutes. As it turns out, they're left out in the cold.
especially me. Lois has other clients. Now I'm among the unemployed.
I'm sure once the East Side is settled, we can arrange for you to begin a big, generous severance.
Take out your portion, if you'd like. Mother and I will pass.
So what? As a personal, of course.
Of course.
Mr. Davis, what do we do now?
Simon's story reminded me. We could play a game of bridge.
The way I see it, we all sit tight until daybreak. Then I'll have you show me the way to your car and drive me to town. I'll report whatever to the police and we'll tell them that the bridge is out. My guess is they'll fly in by helicopter. They'll have to get the body to a coroner's office to take all your statements. Once a homicide detective is assigned to the case, I'm out of here.
But you're a detective too, and you were right here when the murder occurred. You have a better chance of solving the mystery than any of us do.
Sorry, but now that Mr. Starkweather's dead, I'm off to payroll. Once I get the big boys my statement, I'm finished.
I'll hire you to stay. I won't have the money until I get my portion of the inheritance. But if you're willing to wait,
You're on, kid. I figured you're good for the dough. Incidentally, that offer dropped you down to the bottom of my suspect list. Well, I might as well start earning my salary.
How can we help, Mr. Davis?
First, I want to know everyone's whereabouts when the body was discovered.
Establish everyone's alibis.
Mm-hmm. Then I need to know anything all of you and the staff might have seen or heard during the last few hours that might lead us to discovering the killer's identity.
Clues.
You got it. Motives, alibis, and clues. That's what a detective is to work with. The motives in this case are obvious. The other elements aren't just yet, but hopefully they will be by the time I'm finished.
sounds like a good plan to me. Who do you want to start with first, Mr. Davis?
What about you, Miss Thompson? Do you mind going first?
Not the time, but if I have to.
You don't have to, Paula. None of us do.
What do you mean, dear?
I mean, Davis is a police officer. We don't have to tell him the time of day.
You're right, Jordan. But why would you refuse to cooperate unless we have something else to hide?
Now listen, Simon. Don't start accusing me of murder unless you can prove it.
Simon has a point. Do you want me to tell the cops that everyone cooperated except for you?
Oh, all right, Lance, your dumb questions. But first, I'm gonna take Mother upstairs and have her lie down till you're ready for her. She's getting up in years and needs her rest.
Why, thank you, Jordan. I'm not spring chicken anymore, but that does not mean I miss Methuselah either.
Don't worry, Mother. Are you okay? Do you need you to tell us?
No, but if I did, there's probably one or two under the sofa. I had a little accident with my pill bottle earlier.
Come on. You can call when you're ready for us.
I assume you want to question everything and everyone in private. You can wait with me in my room, Kathy. I'd like to go over the old will again since it will remain the official one.
Sure, Lois. I need that.
I'd like to stay, since I wasn't here earlier hearing everyone's statements. Would give me a clearer picture on what happened tonight at Starkweather Mansion.
You're the boss now. I'm particularly interested in what happened between the time Mr. Starkweather announced he was changing his will and the time the body was discovered.
How long was that?
Several hours. Well, Miss Thompson, did you observe anything at that time frame that might help us?
I was very disappointed by your Simon's announcement, as you might as well imagine. I mean, I can understand why I want to close town first. You know, Simon, no offense, Cousin Simon, but your grandfather was not a very nice person. Anyway, I spent most of the time in my room, but I did come downstairs on a little errand. I was outside the kitchen door when I heard Minerva and that cute little maid Nancy talking.
What's the matter with you, girl? Did you leave your mind in the other room? You haven't heard a word I said.
I'm sorry, Minerva. I'm just so confused.
About what? Has that no good scam Jordan been bothering you?
Jordan, I mean Mr. Starkweather, what makes you think that?
When I walked in on the two of you in the living room, we were standing mighty close together, real lovey-dovey like. What was he saying to you?
I think he wanted me to
Do something you didn't want to do?
Yes, but it's not what you're thinking.
I'll bet. He better stay away from you. If that boy tries anything, I'll cut him down to size.
Minerva, no, he's not interested in me. I heard him talking to the Collins.
I get the picture. When you lost your million, he lost interest in you, didn't he? He's following the money right to the Collins girl, isn't he?
He proposed to her, but then she laughed at him.
Good for her. Serves him right, the lazy bum.
Don't call him that.
You're running up on him, aren't you? Don't be a fool, Nancy. Jordan will just use you, then toss you aside like he's done with a dozen other girls.
Maybe he's ready to settle down. If Mr. Starkweather hadn't changed his will, Jordan would be free to
do what?
nothing. If we're finished, I'd like to go to my room now.
Go on. Nancy,
Yes, ma'am?
lock your door.
Excuse me, folks. That little section in the foyer was a flashback. It showed a conversation Paula overheard before the murder. The other character stories, well, portions of them, will be shown in flashbacks too. Isn't that clever? I just wanted to make sure you got that. That's all.
That man is really asking for it.
So tell me, Miss Trent, did you see or hear anything suspicious down here tonight before Mr. Starkweather was murdered?
Suspicious? I suppose you call toting a gun around the house suspicious, even though Mr. Starkweather wasn't shot today.
A gun? Who has a gun?
Besides me?
Paula Thompson, that's who, claims she's a regular Annie Oakley and mentioned how easy it would be for somebody to come through those French doors and kill Mr. Starkweather.
Did she know?
Ask her yourself.
Anything else?
I did overhear a rather odd conversation between Rufus and Mrs. Starkweather. I was about to turn the corridor onto the west wing when I saw Miss Rufus and Mrs. Starkweather.
Doing enough? Oh dear.
Mrs. Starkweather!
Rufus! You scare me out of years' growth.
That's okay, man. At our age, we do much more going silent, don't we?
I certainly hope not. What are you doing with that television set? It doesn't look like a portable.
It is now. I'm borrowing it from guest room day in use.
What ever for?
Well, you see, I ain't switchy, so I thought I'd watch some TV. But it's set in my room with all my stuff. The color I mean. Everybody on every dazzling channel is green, because every station is going for Kermit the Frog.
How disconcerting.
You can say that again, whatever it means. Are them breakfasts? I wouldn't mind a few. I could still taste the fish and never serve the stuff for supper.
Oh no, Rufus, you mustn't take any of these. This prescription's for my heart. If you take one of these pills, they could kill you.
In that case, I'll pass. You better be careful not to leave them lying around. If a certain somebody ate a bunch of mistake and you over dead.
That's a horrible thought.
Ain't it though? I guess so.
I need all these pills, you see. I need every one last of them.
Who's that, an axe in the house?
Yes, Master Simon. I instructed him to chop some firewood earlier.
I'm surprised you trusted him with an axe.
Personally, I wouldn't trust him with a butter knife. I was simply relaying Mr. Starkweather's instructions.
Is there anything else of interest you have to notice?
Just one, sir. Earlier tonight, I was heading from the kitchen when I saw Master Jordan at the door to Mr. Starkweather's room. The hall door, not that one. His behavior was somewhat furtive. I got the impression he was about to enter when Miss Withers came out. It was apparent her unexpected appearance startled Master Jordan.
Well, what do you want?
I was going to go to Simon.
No needed, that is what I'm fit to do.
How is he?
Still dreaming, if that's what you're wondering about.
How much time do you think he has left?
Let's just say he needed to start reading any long novels or even a short story.
Do you think he'll make it through the night?
I think Mr. Clover will keep his heart beating from sheer determination, like to send a new will.
Why? You must judge me, Miss Withers.
I will forget you said that, Jordan. If that is a hint, forget it. As Mr. Clover, nurse, I will breed the price respect if his death apparently to be anything by natural causes.
Suspecting and proving are two different things.
Forget this, Jordan. Good night. It is true. Jordan Stock, however, that Hunter was in position to end his great uncle life in a way that appeared natural. I presume Mr. Hertz also told you they refused.
He did, but you could have changed your minds.
And kill him with the blood pressure cuff? Isso seria estúpido. Hardly what they call by natural causes.
I agree. The manner by which he was murdered makes no sense at all, whoever did it.
It's as if the killer was flaunting the deed in our faces.
Why would that?
That's a good question. Tell me, Miss Withers, if you had to pick a likely suspect to be a murderer, who would it be?
That Thompson girl is great nice. Muito boazinha pro meu gosto. O scholar Heir is pretty ruthless when you get down to it.
You can tell because Paula has a gun.
See what I mean? I dare say she and Jordan was desperate to take their hands in Mr. Kraft's billions. I overheard they talking this evening after Miss Vincent's announcement about the new will. They didn't notice me in the corridor.
Well, what are we gonna do?
What can we do? It's out of our hands.
Don't be such a wimp, Cousin Jordan. That money rightfully belongs to us. There's gotta be a way to get it.
I know. Maybe we can have Grandma's on the phone saying to break the will.
I thought of that, but it won't work. If Fred was just a one-hit theory, we probably could. But it isn't. It's been done. His plan to be the first person to clone himself might be bizarre, but it isn't insane. We'd lose the case.
We've always been the pittance going to inherit the lawyers.
What does that Miss Vincent? She?
What is it? What are you thinking?
I'm thinking if you can't beat them, join them.
Huh?
I just came up with a way to get Miss Vincent to be on her team.
What is it?
Remember yourself, Jordan. I gotta talk to that lawyer.
You can't beat him. Oh yeah. Now where would Kathy be?
It's true. Jordan did suggest we get married. It wasn't what you'd call a romantic proposal. It was more like a business proposition.
We're going to have access to billions. What did Jordan have to offer you?
Himself, I guess. In my opinion, that fortune hunter wouldn't be worth 2 cents.
Then you did turn him down?
Jordan is attractive in a smarmy sort of way, but any woman who married him would have been a fool. And believe me, Mike, I'm no fool.
I knew that from the moment we started working together.
You're smart enough to volunteer to carry Grandfather's clone.
Look, Simon, once Mr. Starkweather made up his mind to clone himself, nothing was going to change it. He would have found a surrogate mother somewhere, so it might as well have been me.
I understand. I just think the whole idea was creepy.
You're a lot nicer about it than the other heirs were.
For example?
Paula, for one. She hadn't given up hope about getting her hands on Mr. Starkweather's money.
How do you know?
I was in Lois's room with her when Paula asked her to step into the corridor so she could speak with her in private. She didn't close the door completely, so I couldn't help overhear their conversation.
We're very busy, Miss Thompson. Fair that you will? Yes. Miss Vincent, you're a lawyer. Are you sure this confidence is legal? You could use a license to practice, couldn't you?
The practice will be performed in Belgium, as we told you. Our laws don't apply there.
What about ethics? Haven't lawyers been disposable of behavior that is unethical, if not illegal?
What's your point?
I went on the deal. You can pay me from that trust fund to be the baby's nanny or whatever. I don't care what you name the position. If you refuse, I shall be forced to report to the bar association. Isn't that what you call it?
It is. Let me give you a little free legal advice, Miss Thompson. In the first place, if you make any accusations against me, I'll sue you for the $50,000 you're due to receive, and I'll get everything you have. Second, I plan to close down my office after Kathy has the baby and devote all my time to Kathy and little Simon's care. So you see, young woman, your threats are meaningless. In fact, as an officer of the court, I shall report your feeble attempt at extortion to the police.
I wasn't.
Say it. Take your silly southern self out of my sight, and I might be willing to forget it.
Oh, bye. I'll go. You liar!
Excuse me?
Yes, Miss Trent?
I found what's left of the Christmas candles I stored away. I thought it might be a good idea to keep one and some matches nearby.
It's very thoughtful. Kathy's in my room. I'll take one for her also.
Miss Thompson,
Oh, right. I'm going to my room. There's something that I need to get.
what's the matter with her?
Let's just say she's a blood loser. Miss Thompson played her ace, and I dropped it in a manner of speaking. I'll give this to Kathy.
If I remember correctly, when Kathy called and saw Mr. Starkweather's body and screamed, you ran out the front door. What had you be doing outside, Rufus?
Was I outside? Yep, I guess I was. I remember now. I was borrowing a TV set from one of the guest rooms because...
We heard why, Rufus.
You did? Your sure shot was fast around here. All the actors in your set were green. Sure it was. So the Martians had landed or something. Anyway, I hooked up the new set. The picture didn't come into it. Everybody was fuzzy as a woolly worm. It looked like I went outside and tried to turn the tent around.
On the roof?
Well, it wouldn't be much good to put it in the basement, would it? I was about to grab the tall ladder out of the storage shed when I heard the gala scream bloody murder. Murder. Anyways, even wasn't bloody.
Did you see or hear anything outside?
I saw an owl and heard a bunch of bullfrogs.
I meant humans.
I saw Mr. Jordan on the patio when I was coming in. Don't know what he was doing out there.
Earlier tonight, Rufus, did you hear anyone talking about the new will?
Who didn't? When Reverend Old Fencers didn't talk about much else. They were going on about it in the kitchen before Mr. Starkweather croaked.
What were they saying?
That ain't fair. That's right. They worked hard for Starkweather all these years, and they should have gotten their million. Me, I didn't really care too much. I figured $50,000 would buy me a new TV with a real big screen. I guess now I might even get me two.
Spencerhurst and Minerva?
Oh yeah. The more Minerva thought about it, the madder she got. And phew, that one was got temper. She was about ready to storm into Mr. Starkweather's room and give him a piece of her mind.
You mustn't go in there, Minerva.
Oh, yeah? Who's gonna stop me?
I shall, if necessary.
You and whose army?
Look, I completely agree with you that we were wrong, but a confrontation is not the answer.
Oh, yeah? Then what is?
Have patience. Mr. Starkweather hasn't signed the will yet. Maybe he'll change his mind by the morning.
We should live so long.
No, Minerva. He should live so long.
So, what are you doing outside about the time of the murder, Mr. Starkweather?
Just getting a breath of fresh air. Anything wrong with that?
Not if you had remained outside.
What do you mean?
When I made a cursory examination of the crime scene, I noticed a Miss Woodertail at the window raised a couple of inches to let some of that fresh air in. Anyone could have climbed in and...
You accusing me of killing Great Uncle Simon?
Calm down, Mr. Starkweather. I'm not accusing anybody. Yet.
Besides, from what we heard, Cousin Jordan, it seems that trying to con someone into doing your bidding is more your style.
Who told you that?
I'll ask the questions if you don't mind. I repeat, what have you been doing outside?
Well, if you must know, Kathy and I had a disagreement and I blew up. I went outside to cool off, or have you already heard about that?
I question, you answer, remember? I'll ask you this. If you didn't murder Mr. Starkweather, who do you think did?
Listen, I'm not saying she did it. You have to talk to little maid Nancy.
Why her, Cousin Jordan?
The girl's a crush on me. I flirt ladies a lot. I did nothing to lead her on. I was outside the kitchen when I heard Nancy talking to Miss Withers.
Can I do something for you, Miss Withers?
I just need a pitcher of water for put Mr. Quiver bedside.
I realized what you meant when you said the slightest shock could be fatal.
Exactly.
The slightest shock.
I must go.
Yes. We wouldn't want anything to happen to him now, would we? Oh, Mr. Starkweather, I was thrilled to be told by your grandfather he was leaving me $50,000. With that, I could go to college like you and get a good education.
Now you can do anything you want, Nancy. What would you want to do first?
I don't know. I haven't been thinking much about myself.
Who has been on your mind, Nancy? Jordan Starkweather, perhaps? You're very fond of him, aren't you?
Who told you that?
Cousin Jordan himself, for one. He implied that you might even be willing to kill for him.
What? How could he say such a thing?
I'm sorry to hurt you, Nancy, but now you need to see what Jordan's really like. He's out for himself. He'll trample anyone who gets in his way.
I guess I knew that. Minerva tried to warn me. I even heard him propose to Mrs. Collins. She turned him down, then later she laughed about it when she told her friend, Mrs. Van Zandt. I was taking fresh towels to the guest rooms later when I heard them talking. You'd think Jordan is cold-hearted, but Mrs. Collins is just as bad as he is.
Can you believe it? Wait. What? Can you believe it? Those soulful gazes might work on some innocent young thing like that maid, Nancy, but she quickly learned that I am no pushover.
I wish I'd been there to see it. It's time Jordan met his match. I could tell Nancy about some of the maids that worked here before her. His Playboy days will be over soon enough, though.
Maybe. Oh, what do you mean?
Up until now, Mr. Starkweather's given them all a generous allowance. After that, it's the less he'll ever get at the Starkweather fortune. He'll have to learn what it's like to work for a living.
Simon's almost out of school. He'll do fine, but the others, they'll spend their money in no time. And what type of jobs will they get? Can you imagine Paula behind the desk at a car rental agency?
Or Jordan driving the customers out of the lot for customers.
And what will Fiona do? Sell Avon?
Can I get anything for you, Cousin Fiona? A glass of water, maybe?
No, thank you though. Mr. Davis, I want you to know that my Jordan couldn't have done. Oh dear, what was done to Uncle Simon? He was with me in my room all evening.
You know that can't be true, Mrs. Starkweather. Your son told us himself he went outside, and I saw you in here early tonight with Bensonhurst and Miss Withers.
That's right. Maybe that was last night he sat with me.
Maybe it was.
Now I know why Jessica Fletcher never believed on Murder, She Wrote. It's so easy to get confused.
Concentrate on tonight, Mrs. Starkweather. Do you recall seeing anything suspicious?
Suspicious? I remember seeing Uncle Simon with that horrible thing around his neck. I called that suspicious.
Might mean before that, Cousin Fiona.
Before? Let me think. I remember when we had all left the room when we heard about the new well. We had all gone upstairs, but I heard the secretary and the housekeeper talking inside her bedroom.
What are you doing in my room, Miss Trent?
I was checking all the guest rooms to make sure they had extra blankets. I bet you're very pleased with yourself, Miss Collins.
Why do you say that?
I understand why you've brought all those magazines from town. You've left them around. You've been doing it for months.
What magazines?
Don't play dumb, Miss Collins. Those magazines and scientific journals about cloning, you probably planted the idea in Mr. Starkweather's head to clone himself.
What if I did? There's no laws against sharing ideas, are there?
I'm sure your lawyer friend would say no, since you're in this together. But that doesn't mean it's right. I think what you're planning to do is hideous.
To be perfectly frank, I couldn't care less what you think. Get out!
I'll leave, but remember this, young woman. You're not the queen bee yet, and you won't be until Mr. Starkweather's name is on the dotted line, assuming that ever happens.
Kathy told me about Miss Trent's accusations about me and her asking Mr. Starkweather about the cloning procedure and recommending to him. Miss Starkweather reported their conversation very accurately, though.
Is it true? Did you and Kathy give Grandpa the idea to clone himself?
I don't think that's relevant to the case at hand, Simon. Even if we did, shouldn't we focus on the law that was broken? I'm referring to the murder, of course. You're right as usual, Miss Vincent. Can you volunteer any information that might help us? I guess I could. As of this evening, I was walking to the kitchen to get a pot of coffee for me and Kathy, because I figured we'd be working up late typing up the new will. But when I went to go ask Minerva, she wasn't there. But Fiona and Rufus were. Their conversation was very odd.
Good heavens, Rufus! What are you doing with that axe?
I brought him from the woodpile shop did it too. Want to see?
Goodness no! Put it away!
Maybe I better, before it hurts someone or even kills them.
What a horrible thought!
Ain't it though? I get those sometimes. Do you? I see you still got your poison pills.
Digitalis isn't a poison. It's a stimulant. You just have to be careful not to take too many.
I hope Minerva don't find none. She's mighty mad at Mr. Stark. She figured Mr. Starkweather's meals and she's mighty mad at him right now.
What are you suggesting?
Oh, nothing. Was there something you needed in the kitchen?
I was going to see if Minerva still had those lovely hors d'oeuvres left over.
I can look.
No, I seem to have lost my appetite.
Mr. Starkweather's meals? What do you want to know about them?
Who did he dine with? Did he eat the same food as everyone else?
Mr. Starkweather was on a very restricted diet. Low salt, low fat. I had to prepare all his meals separately. Why do you want to know about the food? Do you think there's something wrong with my cooking?
You're a great cook, Minerva. The leg of lamb you served tonight was wonderful.
Yes, well, I've been told I have terrific legs. So what's the problem?
Forget it. You tell me what I need to know. Changes the subject. Do you remember who was in the kitchen when the circuit breaker chipped and the lights went out?
The blackout? I'm not sure. Let me think. I was in the pantry checking out the supplies for breakfast when it went dark. It took me a moment to get the candles Miss Trent gave me from my pocket and light it.
Minerva. Okay, I'm back. Minerva, Nancy, is everything all right?
I'm here and I'm fine. I was out back when I saw the lights go out.
What happened? I was in my room when everything went dark. What happened?
Benson never forgot to pay the light bill.
Keep that up and don't forget to pay your wages.
What in the blazes is going on?
Apparently the storm knocked out the electricity. My candles came in handy, you see.
Yeah, remind me to give you a gold star later. Bensonhurst, can't you get the electricity back on?
Well, I can.
That's exactly what I came to find out. The circuit breaker is over here.
Mr. Bensonhurst, where's the main breaker?
The circuit breaker is right over there.
I hope they hurry. I don't like the dark.
The lights are on now.
That quick enough for you? I'll get back to my chore.
What do you come inside for? The idiot dragged water all over my clean floor.
Why Mr. Starkweather doesn't fire him, I'll never know.
Any luck?
Yeah, it was out there, all right. It should be enough to pick on a murderer, but I wish I had more. It could take weeks to get the results. If those probated and the killer gets his or her inheritance, they could disappear for good. It's easy enough to buy a new identity for $1 million or more.
I was hoping you'd learn more to question the suspects.
Me too. They were so busy trying to make each other look guilty, they didn't reveal much about themselves. Sometimes the slightest. Simon, move your feet.
What is it?
Here, on the floor. I think it's. Yes! What they were doing was so significant I barely noticed it at the time. Simon, I know who murdered your grandfather. Who? I'll tell everyone as soon as I gather the evidence. Quick, go tell Ben Terrace to need everyone in here immediately.
Yes, sir.
Well, Minerva sent me to see if you'd like a pot of coffee.
Never mind that. Go upstairs and tell everyone here to come down on the double.
Yes, sir.
Where is everyone?
He just called us. You forgot to call everybody.
I said call everyone. Why were there only 2 people here? Whatever. Take a seat.
It's been late, Mr. Davis. I think it'll depend on how you look at it. If nobody else is gonna ask, I will. Where are you close together at this hour?
It has been a long night, hasn't it? I'm sure you're all very tired. I know I am. But I thought you would rest easier knowing who killed Simon Starkweather.
You mean you discovered who killed Critical Simon?
I believe I have been going to show you in the next few minutes.
I'm amazed, Mike. How'd you figure it out?
First, I had to find an answer to a question that had bothered me from the beginning. It would have been so easy to make it appear that Simon Starkweather had died of natural causes, a suggestion Jordan Starkweather made to Miss Withers. For example, Mrs. Starkweather or her son could have given some digitalis to trigger a heart attack. So could several others among you who were aware that she had them and had left several on the floor of this room, no doubt, when she spilled them earlier tonight. Miss Withers could have achieved the same result by injecting an air bubble into his bloodstream from a hypodermic needle. Again, any of you could have stolen a needle from a room and done the same thing. It's also highly probable some of you considered frightening the old man to death. Minerva for knife, Miss Thompson for gun, Betsy Harris with his wrench, or Rufus with the axe. The possibilities are endless. Why then would the killer choose to put a blood pressure cuff around the victim's neck and inflate it until he was strangled to death? The answer is so simple I feel foolish for not realizing sooner unless it really happened.
And might one inquire what that is?
Well, obviously when the cuffs put around him, the victim was already dead. Am I right, Ms. Van Zandt?
What?
When?
Well, am I?
Yes.
It had to have been you. You were in here together when the lights went out. I went to find Mentor and have him show me where the breaker was, and he went to check on Mr. Starkweather. His killer must have murdered the man and slid into Miss Withers' room seconds before you found the body.
That's what I figured too.
But why would you put the cuff around his neck?
As the detective here has said, after I found Mr. Starkweather in his room, he had already been dead. So I decided to put the blood pressure cuff around his neck, and then I wheeled him into this room that you are all sitting in now.
Doesn't really explain why. So explain why. Why did you put the blood pressure around his neck, Miss Van Zandt? Stupendous explanation.
Wait, how do you know that she didn't? How do you know Miss Van Zandt didn't kill him?
No motive. Oh, yeah.
Don't keep us in suspense, Mike. Tell us who killed Mr. Starkweather.
I'll do better than that. I'll show you.
What?
Just bear with me. Stay seated. I imagine all of you still have the candles Miss Trent distributed earlier tonight in case of a blackout. Take them out, please, and light them.
Ooh, isn't this nice? It's very Christmassy in here.
When I first examined Mr. Starkweather's body, I found my first thought to be a few drops of blood on his bathrobe. Upon closer inspection, it turned out to be another substance entirely. I forgot about them for the moment, but as interrogating you individually, I noticed one of you scraping one thumbnail against the other. At the time, I took it to be a nervous gesture. I guess you could say it was nurtured by guilt, as it turns out. A few minutes ago, I noticed these. On the floor by the sofa, and I had the link I needed to discover the killer's identity. Thin scrapings of red tallow. Tallow from under the killer's thumbnail. Tallow that matched the red drops from Mr. Starkweather's body. Tallow from the red candle the killer was holding when she killed Simon Starkweather. Tallow from the one red candle among you, which you are holding, Fiona Starkweather.
Oh my God! What? There could have been other red candles.
There aren't. I remember when we took them down after Christmas that we'd have to buy some more red ones for next year.
Well, what other evidence is there you have to have? Only this candle?
No, Mrs. Starkweather, I have better proof than just that. I just examined Mr. Starkweather's body. As I was moving about the room a minute ago, I glanced out at everyone's hands. I noticed that there are several very thin scratches made on your wrist. Made by Mr. Starkweather, no doubt, when he struggled for his life. I'll bet my reputation that these skin samples I was able to scrape from under his fingernails came from you. That would be easy enough to prove. I've met quite a few experts on DNA over the last 6 months. Well?
I might as well tell you my story. Well, as you know, I was furious at Uncle Simon for bringing up our hopes and then dashing them to the ground. I thought a man that cruel didn't deserve to live. So I went into his bedroom and I told him what he was planning to do was monstrous. I told him a man that cruel didn't deserve to live. I told him I was going to kill him. So I grabbed his throat. He was petrified. He wheeled backward into his chair, and when he did, the light on his nightstand fell to the ground with a pitcher of water. That's why the lights got short-circuited.
So you didn't cause a blackout deliberately?
No, it nearly ruined everything. But I had the red candle in my pocket, so I took it out and I lit it. When I lit it, in one hand, I grabbed the oxygen mask and forced it onto Mr. Starkweather's face. When he was doing that, he was scratching me upon my wrist, which, coincidentally, you pointed out. When I was then,
How do you have to strike your wrist with us?
as the suffocation appeared to Mr. Starkweather, I ran into Miss Withers' room, and I saw as she was lighting her candle, I grabbed the brass candlestick above her bureau and struck her with it. Then, when I was doing that, Miss Van Dant was turning his apparent death into an apparent murder. So, now that I think about it, I'm gonna do something extra special. Oh my goodness! Well, now that you get up. for that murder. For me, I guess I couldn't have done it without you.
Where could we go? The bridge is washed out.
I know where the fallen tree Simon mentioned. Simon, put your car keys on the table now.
How would you help her? I don't want her to kill me. She only tried to.
She's trying to survive.
You'll never get away.
I think I might. I know where the fallen tree is. The cars are on the street. And it takes miles for you to walk towards where I'm going.
What about me?
I know what I'm going to do with you.
I'm not a thing if I can help it.
Ah!
Hold it right there.
Are you all right? You burned me!
Consider it a preview of the afterlife.
Get up, put your hands behind your back. Hey, Mike, remind me to pay you that big bonus.
No problem. Well, you're going to spend a long, long time behind bars. Got anything you want to say?
Long time? Maybe you can organize a bridge club.
What's the matter?
This stuff never came to you. This ain't it.
I'm sorry about this, but I better see what it's all about. It's from Mr. St. John. He says he just came from a drug-induced coma, and when he awoke, a fantastic solution to the play was crystal clear. Oh yes, fine, that's really brilliant. This new ending is unbelievable, better than any of the possible conclusions he came up with before. You simply have to see this. It'll take a few minutes for me to go over the changes in the cast, but I'm sure they can handle it. Oh, I see some clues that they need to go in the first act, so I guess we'll have to do the whole play over again.
You have sure?
You sure?
Are you sure? I don't believe you have
No, don't do
I would
the
have never
play.
thought of that. Introduce our list of characters, and the first to come out will be Miss Addison Beckford and Catalina Goya. Next, we're going to write me and Austin Costa.
we're waiting. Can Becker and Lindsay come out? Does Becker and Lindsay? They're playground players. They've been with me for a long time. Go ahead, ladies. It's always a pleasure to have them with us. And where's Miss Evie? Did she come out? She's another tech player. Come on out. We're still out there. And we have our friend who did our tickets, Miss Denise. She has a nice It was great having you.
You guys, I may love you last night a lot, but you guys were absolutely wonderful, beautiful. Love you today.
Taking us out.